Today I'm going to present to you my proposal presentation for my IL 632 Action Research course. This is a culmination of everything that I've worked on this entire semester. I'm just going to go through the basics of the research that I conducted on schools in Dale County, which is basically research on the impact of teacher attendance and the impact that it has on student success, on standardized test scores, as well as overall performance in the classroom. During the 2016-17 school year, teachers in Dale County averaged 11.8 absences. And this included sick leave and personal leave, but it also included professional leave and different instances such as that. 11.8 absences is about 2 absences over the national average. Also in the 2016-17 school year, the average Dale County student had a 95% daily attendance rate, which is above average for the nation, while the teachers had a 72% rate of absences, or 72% rate of attendance, excuse me. That is far below our student average, and it's far below the national average for teachers. So at the request of our superintendent, I was asked to do some research on this project and see if there was anything that I found that could be done or found that was being done in other school districts that might be able to be used in our system. So the purpose of this action research is to explore some options to increase teacher attendance. The hypothesis of my research, the Dale County School System's faculty and staff will reduce the number of leave days spent outside of the classroom, thus improving student success and standardized test scores, as well as overall academic success. The subjects within this research will be the faculty within the Dale County School System. That includes 318 total staff members. 74% of those, or 74 of those are male, and 244 of those are female. The method that I have developed, which I'll present to the Board of Education at the upcoming board meeting, the method to improve attendance. First, I think we need to establish clear expectations regarding teacher attendance. We're going to formulate that and disseminate that to each faculty and staff at all the schools throughout the system. Research has proven and shown that a reward system could benefit for teachers who are present at school on a daily basis. So I am going to attempt to implement a reward system for teachers who are present without an absence each semester. This will be a $300 bonus for teachers that meet this requirement per semester. And research has shown that this is effective. And it actually, in the long run, this costs less than having teachers who are excessively out of the classroom. Form a local committee of teachers from various schools within the county to discuss possible solutions to absenteeism. We're also going to attempt to discontinue the services of the company that assigns substitute teachers. And we're going to require teachers to secure their own substitute for their respective classes when absent from class. This is proven to be effective as well. When teachers actually have to go out, find their own substitute teacher, they tend to participate in the classroom more often. We will continue to analyze and gather information from teachers related to why these absences are occurring and what could be implemented to deter them. Periodically throughout this year, we will evaluate teacher attendance records. We'll determine how these attendance records actually correlate with student success on standardized tests, as well as overall academic success. The way that we're going to be evaluating this is through testing. The Global Scholar, which is grades 1 through sophomores in high school. The STRIDE, which is basically a progress monitoring tool. ACT for juniors, and then we will look at the WorkKeys test, which is used in the second semester for seniors. So those are the standardized tests that we'll be using to evaluate. Data will be collected and reviewed based on the results from the previously mentioned standardized test, That data will be compared to the attendance of grade level and subject area teachers to our system, as well as 3 other systems that I have selected, and they have volunteered to allow us to use their information and compare their research to our findings. The findings will be reported as test results are given back to the schools throughout the semester. And then at the end, this is basically, if you can read this, this is a chart of the activities that will be conducted. After my presentation in December to the Board of Education, we're going to review the research findings to the teachers during their in-service days in January. We'll discuss the new systems initiatives also during those meetings. And then throughout this next semester in February, March, April, and May, we'll have various data meetings throughout the schools within the system to see if any of these implementations are actually working. We will interpret, or I will interpret and analyze the data in May, and I will make a final presentation to the Board of Education with the results throughout the semester at their board meeting on June 5th. On August 7th, at our Teacher in-Service Day, I will make a presentation to the entire faculty at Dale County Schools, basically to research the findings and to establish the recommendation from the Board of Education to see if some of these methods that we're looking at can be implemented and to see if they're actually effective. The anticipated findings, and this is very important, based on the hypothesis in this research, the anticipated findings would have several implications on the Dale County school system. The Dale County school system's faculty and staff will reduce the number of sick days spent outside of the classroom based on the research. I believe personally that it will happen. And like I said earlier, our system has a 72% daily attendance rate for teachers. So, nearly 30% of our teachers are out of school every day, which is very alarming. This is much higher than the national average. One of the other anticipated findings is to improve student success and standardized test scores and just have overall academic success in their day-to-day classwork. I appreciate you guys coming for my final report on my action research plan, and that concludes my presentation.